There's an adage in Tamil which goes like கோயில் இல்லாத ஊரில் குடியிருக்க வேண்டாம், which translates as don't reside in a village which doesn't have a temple. What does it mean? Did our forefathers advocate that we should be religious and visit temples every day? So it was intriguing for me. I once had a conversation with my good friend B.K. LSM had done a lot of research in temple architecture. He proposed an idea which appealed to me. If you look at the temple, how it is placed in a village. In old villages, the temples are placed as the center and village or the town developed around it. So you will see a regular pattern of radial roads with the temple as the center. The immediate road around the temple will be called Mada Street, and the second level road will be called something depending on the place and depending on its function. The temple generally had 3 tiered roads around it. The innermost road would have priestly class residing in them, and the second level will have the traders, and the outer road will have farmers and people who work in the fields. This is one aspect of it. The other aspect is the officials who manage the temple and their names or the titles. One was called Dharmakarta, the other one was called Maniyakara, and so forth. These 2 names intrigue me. If you look at Dharmakarta, Karta means a doer, Dharma means the right. So somebody who does the right. Maniyakara, it translated as treasurer or revenue official. What is the dharma which the Dharmakarta did? And how much of the revenue a temple got to have a treasurer who would keep track of it? Then it came as a surprise to me when I learned that temples really had a lot of revenue generation. They owned most of the land around the village. You can say almost all the land around the village was under the governance of the temples. Then there was this system which was very interestingly placed, wherein the lands used to be let on lease to the farmers, which means the farmers will work in the land, produce, and a part of it will be returned to the temple as payment for the land lease. Another very interesting thing which came to my notice was most of these lands would be taken back by the temple at the end of the year and again reallocated. For instance, in my family there were 5 people. Say they gave me 5 acres, and in your family there were just 3 people, so they will give you 3 acres, depending on the number of individuals in the family. The next year, if my family lost a family member and became 4, and your family, you had a childbirth, then you also had 4 people. So we will be allocated 4 acres and 4 acres. This system of apportioning the land to the number of people residing in the village meant if there is a migrant from one village to another village, that village will take this new member also into account and provide him with his resources to survive. கோயில் இல்லாத ஊரில் குடியிருக்க வேண்டாம் meant if you go to a village which has a temple, the temple will take care of you.